You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arka. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tieflin. If you ever had it to begin with.
Wait. Everyone stop.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You! Move! Cannon would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me.
What would Cannon think of you now?
Don't you dare! Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Why don't you? You know what? I've had a very long day already, so my reasons are my own.
Gods, you're exhausting. Fine, then.
It's all right, Arka. Let's go.
You teeth are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal. Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments.
What's the Yawning Portal?
An inn in Waterdeep. Oh, never a dull moment there. Adventurers come from all over Faerun to try their luck down the well. Leads into the Undermountain, you see, full of death, danger, and vast amounts of treasure. Hard to resist.
Oh. Well, what was the standoff about?
Oh, a drow, a dragonborn, and a cleric of Cyric walk into a bar. Your standard fare. Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room.
What happened next?
I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone!" The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. I'd drink to that.
Well, I believe that exhausts my bravery for the day. Oh.
I'm gonna buy the end.
Please, leave us be. This isn't a good time.
It's fine, Memnos. Having fun with your new goblin friend? Bet you aren't.
You're still upset. You're right.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Oh, thank you. What's in this? Oats? Maybe honey?
You're a far cry from such things. But if I fooled your nose, I must be doing something right. Here, have more. We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me. What would I do for some salt?
This is ridiculous.
What is this rat doing? Oh, it's not afraid of my snake, is it? It's just a spectral creature. It's It's all right.
The rat's eyes soften as he emits a pained squeak. You realize the source of his discomfort. One of his front teeth is chipped.
Ow. But don't worry, you'll be fine.
The rat pauses, gauging whether his chipped tooth is in fact life-threatening. Apparently satisfied, he beckons you with the squeak. Follow.
What? Wait.
Feels like we're all waiting to die.
Oh, it's locked. I knew I should have learned that knock spell. Can't keep me out.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
You note her grimace of pain. Something is wrong with her legs.
Damn it! Don't look at me like that. You can stay. Just keep your hands to yourself, all right?
Need a hand up?
I'd just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion.
Potion? Where did you get this potion?
From the old lady in the cave. The one with the lotions and potions. To her credit, it worked. I'm as strong as a bugbear. And fearless. Course she also warned of side effects. Should have listened. Now I'm stuck guarding crates.
Strong brews sometimes have lasting effects. I'm sorry, but you should prepare for the worst.
What? No, she said it wouldn't be permanent. It can't be. It'll wear off soon. It has to.
The rat chitters angrily. Whatever broke his tooth is in this room. His dark eyes stare at you, eager for this danger to be banished.
Somewhere in this room that's not very specific.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Let's get in and out.
The rat squeaks excitedly. The chest is free from danger once again.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm just sad.
Wait a minute. Woman with the lotions and potions. You?
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
What do I do here?
Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
And what is this exactly?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
Oh, I'm fine. Just bone weary after a difficult day.
Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
No, thank you. Quickly. Let's go quickly.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just passing through. They do allow dogs, though, just so you know.
No bother. We're just daydreaming anyhow.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
I think I'll seek the warmth of the Elfsong Tavern. A quiet corner with a book, maybe some spiced wine. Oh, and if you ask politely, they'll let you up to see the rooftop garden.
I think I've heard of that place. Something about a stuffed dragon's head in one of the dining rooms. It's settled, Dennis. You, me, and the Elfsong Tavern first thing when we arrive. If we see you there, we'll get you a pint. For your finder's fee.
On that note, I'm exhausted. Let's head back to camp.
You sound like your father.
It was his caravan.
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
What? Rude.
You follow the squirrel's gaze to a pair of clumsy, ugly feet. Your own, on her territory. Looking around, her territory extends from one end of the grove to another.
I'm just trying to get through to my camp.
She studies you for a moment before twitching her ears. Compromise. After a final squeak of warning, break the rules and there will be trouble, she scurries away.
Did this squirrel kill a hyena? Maybe we should find a different path.
Well met.
Hello, glad to see you made it to camp. So, I've been wondering, how does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Ah. And who was this source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Oh, well, we can move on to other matters.
All right. What else is on your mind?
Well, tell me, Will, how did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
Whatever became of the boy, I wonder?
I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
Well, it's nice to finally put a face to the name.
And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
Oh, well, that's quite nice of you to say. I hope that means you'll indulge in my curiosity then. I've noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Tiny grooves spider across the eye's surface. It resembles a sending stone used to confer with distant contacts.
Isn't your eye a sending stone?
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens, his jaw tenses. Will is keeping something from you. A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
What are you?
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. Your right eye vibrates, and a woman's voice echoes in your head. I've a sweet tooth, and devils on the menu. Beyond the voice, you find only shadow. A piece of Will's mind locked away from intruders.
Keep out of my mind. I told you, the eye's a rock, nothing more. And that's the end of it.
Right, I'm sorry. Gale, I did it again. What's wrong with me? Why? Oh, I'll never live that down. Oh. Is that Mistra I see in the palm of your hands? An ambitious spell indeed.
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away.
Care to tell me why you were conjuring an image of the goddess?
No special reason, really. I was just practicing an incantation.
There's more to it than that. You were contemplating her in a way I can hardly fathom.
What can I say? She's Mistra.
I can't quite describe it. The need I sometimes feel to see her, to draw the filaments of fantasy into existence. No sculpture or painting could ever do her justice. Only the fabric that she herself is and embodies.
The weave. Mistra is all magic. And as far as I'm concerned, she is all creation.
I quite agree. I'm not big on religion or anything, but if I had to choose, yeah, there's no greater deity than Mistra.
I see you understand. Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Is it the same for you?
It's different for me. Not quite so intense.
Perhaps I can show you what I mean by reaching into the weave together.
Oh, by all means.
Then follow my lead. Now you.
A familiar feeling, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
Arthron Misrabil Kantrak Eo.
Ah, yes. The scent of rosewater and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
You see, or is it sense, the unmistakable presence of Mistra, the Lady of Mysteries. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mistra's hand.
Look at that. We're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
Incredible. Though, of course, I could have managed it by myself.
You're hard to please, aren't you?
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate. You realize the weave is making you one. You have but to imagine your desire, and Gale will know it.
I didn't think.
You perceive quick-fire gusts of embarrassment, trepidation, and finally, elation.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting... But it is a pleasant image, to be sure. Most pleasant, in fact. Most welcome.
The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
I'm just gonna go to sleep now. Oh my god! I thought the thing with Will was embarrassing. My brain, my stupid brain. All right, Rhiannon, be brave. Just go talk to him and clear the air. It will not be awkward at all.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
So, do you have much experience being a teacher of magic? I suspect so.
I've had a pupil or two, but never for very long. Their ineptitudes tend to irk me. You do seem to be a precocious talent, though. I can always tell when I meet a keen mind, receptive to Mystra. Keep it up, and she might just take a personal interest in you one of these days.
Well, that sounds intimidating. So, what did you think about what I pictured when we were connected by the weave?
Oh, I was surprised, but pleasantly so. Just like I said, amid the madness that has befallen us, it seems almost out of place to think of a kiss. And yet, now more than ever, it's important to recall what makes us human. Well, you know what I mean. A stolen glance, that sudden heartbeat. Sometimes the little things are worth more than kingdoms. They promise things to come.
Oh, well, then, good. Good. It's not really sanitary for you to stand in the blood, so just come on, Bob. Or not. Good dog.
You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch.
It's all right, Scratch. I'm not going to hurt you.
With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head.
Come on, Scratch. Follow me.
He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side.
Don't bite me, don't bite me, don't bite me. Oh, well, I'm more of a cat person anyways.